everyone, welcome to the session on GeniusChalk. Today we are going to start our new topic, that is Mixture and Alligation. So it is the first part. Let's start. So in today's class we will discuss about the ratio questions of Mixture and Alligation. So let's start with the first question. In a 63 liter mixture, milk and water are in the ratio of 7:2. How much water must be added so that the ratio becomes 7:4? Now the concept is, this is our mixture, right? Here we have milk and water, and the ratio is 7:2. The total mixture is of 63 liter. Now we have added some water. And now the new ratio becomes 7:4. So the concept is that when I'm adding, I am adding water. If I'm adding water, that means this milk has to be same. You can see milk and water. The ratio was 7:2 earlier, and now the ratio is 7:4. That means I have added water. That means milk is not changed. The quantity of milk should not change. And here we can observe that the quantity is not changed. It was earlier 7, now it is also 7. So what is the change in water? That is 2 units. From 2, it has become 4, right? And now if you focus, what was the total quantity before? The total quantity before was how much? It was 9, right? It was 9. So 9 quantity was actually how much? Equal to 63 liter. So 1 quantity is equals to 7 liter. Now how much is added? Water was 2, now it has become 4. That means 2 units are added. If 1 unit is equal to 7, 2 units is equal to 14, and that is my answer, right? So we just have to make sure that whichever thing is fixed, we have to also make the ratio of that thing fixed. This is the concept. Let's move on to the next question. Again the same type problem, where we have 66 liter mixture. The milk and water ratio is 5:1. We have added water, the ratio becomes 5:3. Now again we have to check the same thing, whether milk ratio is same. Yes, we can see that it is same. And what is the change in water? It is 2 units. That means what was the earlier total unit? It was 6, and 6 unit is equals to how much? 66 liters. So 1 unit is equals to 11 liters. We are adding 2 units of water, right? This is asked how much water. So 2 units will be equal to 11 into 2, that is 22 liter. Option B has to be the answer, right? Next. In a 42 liter mixture, milk and water again are in the ratios 9:5. So milk and water, what is the ratio? 9:5. And now after adding some water, the new ratio becomes 3:4. But in this case, if you are checking this milk, it is not same. It is 9, it is 3. So the point is, you have to make this ratio same. Now how can we make it same? What we can do, we'll multiply this ratio by 3. If I multiply this by 3, this becomes 9. And because 3 and 4 both were in ratio, so if 3 is multiplied by 3, 4 also should be multiplied by 3. And here 9 is multiplied by 1, 5 is also multiplied by 1. Now we have got the new ratio. What is that? 9:5 and 9:12. 4 3s are 12. Now the same concept we'll see. What is the change? This was milk, this is water. So 9 and 9 are same. The change in water is 7 units. Okay. And what is the total? Milk and water, it is 14 units. 14 units is actually equals to 42 liter. So 1 unit is equal to 3 liter, and we are adding 7 units of water. So 7 means 7 into 3, that is 21 liters. Your answer is option B. That means if the ratio is not same, then make it same and then do as per the latest or the last question we have done. The process will be same. Let's do one more. In a 44 liter mixture, milk and water, they are in the ratio 6:5. Now water has to be added so that the new ratio becomes this. Again, we are adding water. In all of these questions, we are seeing that we are adding water. So let's make milk same. This is 2, this is 3. If I multiply this by 3, this becomes 6. So this also has to be multiplied by 3. And this is multiplied by 1. That means they will remain same. So the new ratio becomes 6:5 and 6:9. This is your milk, this is your water. We can see that milk is same. We can see that milk is same. What is the water added? 4 units from 5 to 9. Okay. So what is the total? Please remember, after making this, we will forget this older ratio. Now 6 plus 5 is how much? 11. And 11 units are equal to 44 liter mixture. 44 liter mixture. So 1 unit will be equal to 44 by 11, that is 4 liter. 11 fours are. What we are adding? We are adding 4 units. So 4 units will be 4 into 4, that is 16 liter. So my answer is option A. Right? I hope I am clear. Let's move on to the next. 200 liter of mixture contains milk and water in the ratio 17:3. Right? And 17:3. And after the addition of some more milk, now we are adding milk, the ratio of milk and water changes to this. Find the quantity of milk added. Now we are adding milk instead of water. Okay, fine. So this is milk, this is water. The ratio was 17:3. Now the ratio has become 7:1. That means here we are adding milk, so water has to be same. So this is 3, this is 1. I'll multiply by 3 to make it same, and this also I need to multiply by 3. That is, this water is same, guys. Again focus, the new ratio is 17:3 and 21:3. The new ratio, water is same. And what is the change in milk now? We can just observe. From 17 it is 21. That means there is a change of 4 in the milk quantity. So what is the total quantity? 17 plus 3, 20. So 20 is how much? 200 liters. That means 1 is 10 liter. And what is asked? The quantity of water added. So water added is how much? 4 units. So 4 units has to be 40 liter. That is option C has to be our answer. Right? Let's go to the next one. In 60 liter mixture, we are having milk and water in the ratio 2:1. Now the same thing, 2:1. This is 2. How much water? So that it is 1:2. So water is added, milk has to be same. The same concept. This is multiplied by 2. So this also multiplied by 2. Now milk is same. Now the new ratio becomes 2:1 and 2:4. Right? If this is the case, then this milk is same. This milk is same. Water is 3 units. Okay, water is 3 units. So 3 units we have to find. Now what is the total here? 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 units is actually equal to 60 liter mixture. And here also we have added 3 units only. So the answer also will be the same, as we have to find also the value of 3 units. That is option D, 60 liters. Right? Next question. In an 85 liter mixture, the ratio of milk and water, it is 27:7. Same. There is a bucket. The milk and the water ratio is 27:7. And how much water we need to add so that it becomes 3:1. Same. If we are adding water, that means the other thing, milk is same, water is added. So it is 3 multiplied by 7. This also multiplied by 7. This becomes 27. This becomes, sorry, not multiplied by 7. It is to be multiplied by 9. Now I am writing the ratio here. Now this is 3 to multiply by 9. This is also multiplied by 9. What is the new ratio? The new ratio is 27:7 and 27:9. That means this is milk. This is 3 9s are 27. It is 9. Now we can see milk is same. How many units? 2 units of water are added. We have to find that. And what is the total? 27 milk and 7 water. That means what is the total? Total is 34 units, and actually 34 units is equal to 85 liters, right? So you know that it is 17 2s are 17 5s are. So 2 units is equal to 5 liter. And here also you can see that from 7 to 9 we are only added with 2. That means we need to just find the value of 2 units. So here also 2 units is 5 liter. So here also 2 unit will be the same. So 5 liter has to be the answer, right? Next question. Again we have mixture, and what is the ratio? Ratio of milk and water is 9:4. We add 4 liters of water. Now the type changes. 4 liters of water, then the ratio becomes 3:2. Okay. Now what we are adding? We are adding 4 liters of water. That means the concept is same. The other part has to be same. Like if you are adding water, milk has to be same. So here milk is 3. Here it is 9. So let's make it same. It is 3. This also multiplied by 3. So the new ratio becomes 9:4 and it is 9:6. You can see that this is milk, this is water. Milk is same and water is only 2 units added. Now what is the total? Total is 9 plus 4 13. So we can write that 13 units. Okay, 13 units we need to find. Okay, fine. Now we are adding 2 units of water, and that 2 units of water is actually given as 4 liters. This is 4 liters, right? I hope you are getting my point. So basically what we can say, this 2 value is actually 4 liters. So 1 value is equal to 2 liter divided by 2. So we need to find 13 value, the total mixture. So 13 value will also be 13 into 2. That is 26 liter. Option A has to be my answer. 26. See, 2 units 4 liter, 1 unit 2 liter. Overall mixture original was 9 plus 4 13. So 13 value has to be 13 into 2. That is 26 liters. That has to be the answer, right? Next one. In a mixture, milk and water ratio is how much? 5:3. So milk and water ratio is 5:3. Again we are adding some water. The new ratio becomes 1:2. Okay, so we are adding water, milk has to be same, so multiply this by 5 and this also multiply by 5. The new ratio becomes 5:3 and 5:10. Now you can see that as we are adding water, milk is same. Now how much units of water we are adding? From 3 to 10 it is 7 units. Okay, and here we are adding 14 liters. That means 7 unit is actually equal to 14 liters. So 1 unit is equal to 2 liters. Now find the initial quantity of mixture. What is a mixture? Mixture is 5 plus 3 8 units. So 8 units will be 16 liters. So 16 liter has to be the answer of this. So 16 is your 4th option, right? Next. Now let's come to the next category, which is where we are deriving the mixture out. right? Right now we are adding something pure like water pure or milk pure. But now we will discuss the question where we will take the mixture out and replace some pure quantity like water or whatever is the other quantity, maybe milk. So here we have a can. The can is there full of mixture of liquid A and B. So A and B are there and they are in the ratio 7:5. Now what happened? What we are doing is we are trying to take some water out from this, mixture out from this. How much? 9 liter. 9 liter mixture out from this, and instead what we are doing, we are trying to fill it by the same quantity of B. So 9 liter B quantity we are filling, right? 9 liter B quantity, and afterwards the ratio of the new thing is becoming 7:9. It is saying what is the initial capacity of the can. Okay, so first you can just check. The answer has to be initial quantity is 7 plus 5, 12. So it has to be a multiple of 12. So whichever option is not a multiple of 12, we can cancel. Like this is not a multiple of 12. So that means answer could be one of the two, either 36 liters or 48 liters. So we'll check what is the exact answer. But the two options you can outrightly reject using this, right? Okay, let's discuss the next. So the concept is, please remember, whenever any bucket is there which has some ratio, whenever we take mixture out, like I am taking 9 liter mixture, that means I am taking 9 liter out, and that 9 liter will also be out in the form of 7:5, and afterwards whatever mixture is left, that will also be in the same ratio, right? That will also be in the same ratio. Let me explain this. Let's say, suppose this is a 20 liter mixture which has milk and water, say in the ratio 3:2. Now what I do, I say ki let's take 8 liter mixture out. What we do? 8 liter mixture out. Now what will happen? First let's figure out how much milk is there and how much water is there. So if there is total 20, there will be 5 units total. So if I say what is the milk, you will say 3/5. That means here 12 liter is milk, so remaining 8 liter is water, right? Now what I am saying is, take 8 liter of mixture. Let's say chalo 8 nahi chalo, let's say 4 liter of mixture out from this. So when you will take out 4 liter, what will be happening? This 12, this 4, or say chalo 5 liter le lete hain, just for the simplicity of calculation. 5 liter mixture I am taking out. So from 12 liter, it will be like this. This is milk, this is water, this is mixture. Now milk was 12 liter, water was 8 liter, and the total mixture is 20 liter. Just understand the concept, what I am trying to explain. Now what will happen if I take 5 liter mixture out? That means what is the ratio? This is 3:2. That means this 5 liter will be out in the same ratio, 3:2. So what is milk ratio? 3/5. Because 3 is the milk out of total 5. So that means only 3 liter will be gone from the milk side. Similarly, from this 5 liter will be out, and what is the ratio? 2/5. Water was 2/5. That means 12 minus 3, that is 9 liter. 8 minus 2, that is 6 liter. You can see we are left with how much? 15 liter. As from the mixture also we have derived 5 liter out. So 20 minus 5 is 15. But the point is, when we have taken out the mixture, the constituents are always taken out in their respective ratio. In their respective ratio. That means now it is 9, it is 6. So now also you can check what is the ratio of 9 and 6. It is also 3/2, which was the earlier ratio. It was also 3:2, right? So that means whenever we draw the mixture, then the ratio never changes. And whatever we have drawn, that will also be drawn in the form of ratio, right? So this is the concept we'll be using here, and afterwards we can add some water, and then accordingly we can check. So there are two methods. I'll discuss both methods. One is the basic one, and another is the faster one. So let's discuss the basic one first, as this is one of the top important questions of mixture and alligation, especially mixture. This is mixture we are studying, right? Alligation we have not yet started. So a can is full of mixture of liquid, and so it is like this. Let's take this is milk, and this is water. Let's say milk is called A, water is called B, and mixture is total milk plus water. Now 7:5, what is the meaning? That is that 7x is milk, 5x is water, so total is 12x. I hope it is clear. Now I'll make a line here and try to explain this. Now what is the first step? The first step says that 9 liter of mixture is drawn. So as we have discussed, when we draw 9 liter, it will be minus 9 into 7 by 12, because 7:5 is the ratio where 7 is the ratio of milk, which is liquid A, out of total 12. That's why I have written 12. I hope you are getting this point. Now this also 9 into 5 by 12, because this is 5, the total is 12. And here also we are drawing 9 liter of mixture, so directly 9 liter will come out. So if you check, I will be left with 3 3s are 3 4s are 7x minus 21 by 4, right? And here 5x minus 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 15 by 4, and this is 12x minus 9, right? Now 7x minus this, 5x minus this, and 12x minus this, right? Now what we do afterwards, it says they are drawn off, mixture drawn off, replaced by the same quantity of liquid B. That means now we have to add water here as a second step. So if you are adding water 9 liter, it will be purely added in water only, and it will be purely added in mixture. As it is pure water, it will not be going to add in milk, so milk will remain same. So afterwards, what is the next scenario? It says after this happening, you can see this is total 12x, and this is becoming 5x minus 15 by 4 plus 9, and this is becoming 7x minus 21 by 4, right? Now what it says, the resultant ratio of this and this is how much? It is 7:9. So just find it now. 7x minus 21 by 4 divided by 5x minus 15 by 4 plus 9, and the ratio is 7 by 9. This is now we need to solve for x, and then when we get x, we'll just put the values in the respective solution. So let's cancel. So now we'll find this value, and you can see this process is very long. So as the method is basic, I already said, but we'll discuss the shorter method also. But let's learn this first. That means this is 7x minus 21. So if you take the LCM, it will be like 28x minus 21 by 4 divided by 20x minus 15 plus 36 by 4, and it is 7 by 9. 4 cancel, so you are left with 28x minus 21. This is 20x plus 21 is equals to 7 by 9, right? And then further you will find the value of x. So let's try 28 9s are 20 into 9 180, and 8 into 9 72. It becomes 252x, right? Minus 189, and this 7 multiplied by 20 it becomes 140x plus 147. So 252 and 140, how much it is? 211. So 112 and it is 189. So 9 7 16, 9 4 13, it becomes 3. So x value 12 3 is 36, x value is 3. So we have got the x value, that is 3. Afterwards it was asking us that what is the value of the capacity of the CAM initially. So you know that capacity of the CAN was 7:5. You know, remember this is the ratio where we have taken this as 7x and 5x. So total was 12 into x. So x we have got 3. So the answer of the question has to be 12 into 3, 36 liters. That is option B. So this is the theoretical method or the basic method of understanding of this question. Now come to the shortcut. We have got the answer as 36. Now in exam, what we know, we know that the rule is, so let's make it simple now. This was a traditional method. Now 7:5, you remember like this, the first ratio was 7:5, and as per the rule, when we take out some mixture out, the ratio never gets changed. Yes, but when we add some pure thing, then the ratio gets changed to 7:9. So this ratio and this ratio, there is only 9 liter mixture difference, right? Ratio will remain same of liquid A and B. Now focus again. What is asked? That because you are replacing quantity B, so quantity A has to be same, right? And you can clearly see that quantity A is same right now. That is 7 and 7. This is also 7. This is also. That means you are adding 4 units. So A quantity is same. As in the second step, it's written that you are adding quantity B. That means A has to be same, and A is automatically given same, 7 also and 7 also. So this 4 units is what we are adding, this value of extra B. Now this is actually 9 liters. 4 is actually equal to 9 liters, right? So it is asking the initial quantity. So you can see that if 4 is 9 liters, what is this 12? So if you see this one, what is this? This is 7 plus 5, 12. So it is multiplied by 3. So this is also multiplied by 3. That is 27 liters. That means up to here, we have 27 liter in this bucket. But before that, we have taken 9 liter out. That means before this, we must have 9 liter extra. So 27 plus 9, this value will be 36 liter. This is one way, or directly you can find after you have found this 4 as 9 liters, then just see the last value. What is this? 16. This gives you the initial value of the capacity of the can. So this is the capacity of the can actually, not the initial value, capacity of the can. How much capacity does the can hold? So this is 16 units. If 4 units is equal to 9, 16 will be, as 16 is 4 into 4, so 9 into 4 also 36 liter. That has to be the answer of this beautiful question, right? Let's move on to the next similar. Now in this, the last question only, it will change. It says how much liters of liquid A was contained initially. Now you know that the ratio was 7:5. After finding mixture out, the ratio was same, and in the end it was 7:9. And what we have done, because in the last 4 liters were added unit size, this was same, and that is equals to 9. So 4 value is 9 liter. So 1 value is 9 by 4 liter. Like this we have solved. But we have, so in the last question it was total mixture initially or total capacity. Here, so 9 is there. So this was this is 16. 16 was 36 liter. Now what it says that liquid A initially. Liquid A is this. So this is 36 liter. This is divided into 7 into 5. 7 and 5, that is 12 units, and liquid A is 7 units. So 3 7s is 21. Please correct it. One of the option must be 21. Right? So 12 units is equal to 36. So this 7 units is equals to what? That is what is asked. So 36 into 7 by 12, and the answer has to be 21 meters. Right? The same type. Let's move on to the next. Question number 12. It says the same type. Let's do it fast. We can solve this question using alligation method also, but that we will discuss later on when we will discuss alligation. Right now we are in mixture. So all the questions we are solving is by solving the ratio. So let's see. So what we have, 2 cans, 4:1. Some mixture is out, 10 liter, fine. Again the ratio is 4:1 because we are finding the mixture out. Now 10 liter is replaced, so this is liquid B only. So that means liquid A has to be same. Let's make it same. So liquid B has been poured, so A has to be same. So multiply this by 2, this also by 2. The new ratio changes to 4:1 and 4:6. So we can see that it is same. This first liquid is same, liquid A is same, liquid B is changed by 5 units, and it is given that 10 liters of liquid B was poured. So 5 value is actually 10. So 1 value is 2 units. 10 by 5. 5 2s are 10. Now what is asked? The ratio, the quantity of liquid A in the jar initially. We know total we can find using this 4:6. So 10 will be equal to 20 liters. 10 will be equal to 20 liters. That means the total quantity is 20 liters. Now what is asked? The quantity of liquid A. So in 20, liquid A is 4. So I can say 4 by 5. That is 16 liters. So answer of the question is 16 liters. So there how you can solve this question using the short method. Okay, let's come to the next type, which is fresh fruits type question. So what it says that fresh fruit contains 61% water and dry fruits contain 48% water. Okay, and quantity of dry fruits which can be obtained from 88 kg of fresh fruits. Let's see. So there is, why do we eat fruits actually? We eat fruit just to increase the water intake in the body. So here also 61%. So this is your fresh fruit, 61% water. So there are 2 things which you must know there are in fruit, like one is called pulp, another is water. So 61% water is 61 and the rest 39 is pulp. So 61% is water, 39% is pulp. This is about fresh fruits. If you talk about dry fruits, it's 48% water, because the fruit is kept for some time, that's why it has become dry. So pulp is 52%. Okay, now what we need to do is we have to make this pulp same, because whether it is dry fruit or whether it is fresh fruit, the amount of quantity of pulp has to be same, right? Because only the water gets away, right? Water gets away, and pulp is remaining the same. So the concept of this question is, whenever this question comes, you have to make the pulp quantity same. Pulp quantity should be same. Now how can we do that? Let's see. So here in the first case, pulp was 39, second case 52%. Now this total quantity we don't know. So can I write like this? 52% of x kg, where x is the total of dry fruits, is equal to 39% of fresh fruits are 88. Can I solve this? 52 by 100 I can write. So basically this is how we can solve. So 100 cancel, 13 3s are 39, 13 4s are 52, 4 22s are, so x kg is equals to 66, x value is equal to 66, and that is my answer. So basically just equate the pulp quantity in both the cases, right? Let's do one more similar type. Here fresh fruit contains 68% water, so if there is water 68%, pulp has to be 32%, and the dry fruits has 20% water, that means 80% of pulp, and as a rule we know that the pulp has to be same. This value quantity wise must be equal to this value, so this total we need to find. Total I don't know, so that means I can say 80% of x kg. 80% of x kg must be equal to 32% of 100 kg. 100 kg 32 is also 32. This is 4 by 5. This is 4 8s are 8 5s are. This is 5, so this goes here. 8 5s are is 40 kg. It's 40 kg, right? So this is the way we can solve, and we can solve this and the previous one using ratio also. Let's discuss how we can solve this using ratio, the method which we have been discussing since this class. So ratio wise 61%, little difficult, like 61%, and this is 39. This is water, this is pulp, and 48% water. So 48% water, that means 52% pulp in dry, right? So this pulp has to be same. So now I need to multiply this by some number. This pulp has to be same, right? This is 13 into 3. This is 13 into 4. So this I need to multiply with 4, right? And this I need to multiply with 3. If this is multiplied by 4, this is also multiplied by 4. This is multiplied by 3. This is also multiplied by 3. Now these both pulps are same. Now we can see this becomes 244, and this becomes how much? 144. Yes. So water is 244 and 144, and pulp is 39 into 4, and pulp is 39 into 4. How much that? 40 into 4, 160. 160 minus 4 is 156. So what is the total we require? The quantity of dry fruits. Quantity of dry fruits. We need to find this total. Now we can see that pulp is same, right? And this is the situation for fresh. This is the situation for dry. Okay, for fresh we can see pulp is same. So this pulp is same. Water is decreasing because water is getting evaporated. So what is this total? 244 plus 156. How much this is? This becomes 400. So 400 is actually equal to 88 kg. And we need to find quantity of dry. First it says fresh. So this is fresh. Now we need to find the quantity of this dry fruit. So how much this is? 156 plus, so this is 300 units. So this will be 88 by 4 into 3, as 2 zeros gets cancelled. So this is also 22 into 3, 66. So you can solve like this also. The same question. The next one also you can solve like this. But this is little time consuming. That's why I will not prefer this method in this question. right? Here also you can apply the same. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Same type, one watermelon of 126 kg that is reduced to 38%. What is the new weight of watermelon? Let's see. There is one watermelon, in that 69% is water, and the main pulp is how much? 31%. And now after 5 days, water is just 38%. So that means 62% has to be this pulp, and we know that pulp has to be same. So again, applying the second method, it is multiplied by 2, this is multiplied by 2, 17 to 140 minus 2, 138, and it is only 38. So this value is 38, right? So this is 100 less. But before that, what is the total here? This is 138 and this is 62. Like the ratio is 62 is to 138 and 62 is to 38. This is the new ratio. So what is the total fresh watermelon? One watermelon 126. So what is the total here? It is 200. है ना? 200 units, but actually this is 126 kg. And how much is reduced? New weight. So what is the new weight? 100. What is half of this? So 100 units is 63 kg. So by a ratio you can solve like this. If you want to solve it by the percentage method, which we have discussed in the last question also, then we can solve it using that. So we know that pulp is same. So here 69% water, so 31% of pulp. That means 31% of total must be equal to this is the pulp. In that, how much is the pulp? 62% of X, right? So if you solve 31 by 100, percentage cancel, by 100 cancel, it is 2 times, it is 63. So X value is coming in one line as 63. So this is more preferred method in this question, right? Okay, next question. The same type, one watermelon of 20 kg have 96% water. That means it is 4% of pulp. So 4% of fresh watermelon. Now the water is reduced to 95%. That means what is the pulp? 5% of the new watermelon, that is say X kg. So can you solve? 5 4s are 20, percentage cancel, and 4 4s are is 16 kg. So the answer of the question has to be 16 kg, right? Next one, in 75 liter mixture of sugar and water, fine, sugar and water, total 75 liter, percentage of sugar is 30%, fine, 30%, so water has to be 70%. How much sugar must be added to make the sugar percentage to 70%? So again we can solve using ratio and we can solve using percentage. If you want to solve using ratio, so this is 3:7, that means 30% sugar, 70% water, and next 70% sugar to 30% water. What is the new ratio? 7:3. So the question is like, earlier the ratio was 3:7, now the ratio is 7:3, and what we are adding? We are adding sugar. So this part, this is water, this must be same. So how can we make this same? Just take the, this is 7 into 3, 21, this is into 7, this is into 3, so this is also into 3, into 7 into 7. So this you can see, this because sugar is added, so water is same. So this is 9 is to 21, 49 is to 21. So this you can see, this water is same, sugar is added 40 units, 9 to 49, 40 units. So 40 units, we need to find the value. Meanwhile, what is the total? 75 liter. That means this 9 and 21 becomes 30, right? So 30 value is how much? 75 liter. So 10 value will be 25 liter. So 40 value we need to find. So 10 4s are 40. So 25 4s are 100 kg. So option C has to be my answer, right? Next one, same type. 300 gram of sugar solution has 40% sugar. That means there is 60% water. How much sugar should be added? So water should be same, right? In the earlier question, we can solve using direct method also. So you are adding sugar. That means the water has to be same. We are adding sugar. So what is the water here? Sugar is 30%. So we can write directly 70% of 75 liter. That is the water. That must be equal to 30% of X liter. So if you solve 0 0 cancel, this becomes 3, 25s are. So total becomes 25, 7s are. That means the total of the second mixture is how much? 175. And how much sugar is added? So earlier the mixture was 75. Now the mixture is 175. As we have seen, water is kept same. That means how much sugar is added? 100 kgs sugar is added. We can do it directly. Okay. This one is 19th. So here again the same concept. 300 kg of sugar solution has 40% sugar. That means 60% water. How much sugar? Sugar is added, the water is same. That means we can write 60% of 300 gram solution must be equal to, you can say the sugar added is 50%. So this has to be remaining 50% should be water. The total quantity is, so this is 0 percentage cancel. This becomes 5 6. So total is 16 to 6 360 gram. So earlier it was total 300 gram, right? Earlier it was total 300 gram, and now it is totally how much? 360 gram. That means 60 gram of sugar is added because water is kept same as we can see this equation, right? So this that's all for this session. I hope you have learned something. So we will come up with the next session very soon. Thank you so much for watching.